Today on the channel we are looking at Sven-Göran Eriksson's famous tactics from his time at Lazio, where he was the manager from 1997 up until taking the England job in 2001. In his time in Italy he won one Serie A title, two Coppa Italias, the Italian Super Cup twice. He also won the last UEFA Cup Winners' Cup in 1999 as well as the UEFA Super Cup in 1999. Today we're going to test this out with Lazio, of course. We can test it out with Real Madrid, and we're going to test this out with Plymouth Argyle. So we'll dive straight in and show you the results. First, Liz, this is a Lazio tactic. We don't need this. So, diving straight in, we are going with Real Madrid. And as you can see, we have won 4 trophies for Real Madrid. We have won the Spanish Super Cup. We've managed to beat Barcelona 2-1 in extra time here. In the Copa del Rey, we have went and we have beaten Atletico Madrid, our rivals, 3-0 in the final. We've won the Champions League, beaten Bayern Munich 1-0, and we have won the league, 11 points clear of Barcelona and Atletico Madrid. Let's take a deeper dive into that league table and see exactly how it has transpired. So overall, we have won 27 games, drawn 6, lost 5, scored 98 goals and only conceded 25. So this tactic is solid at the back, as you will see. Looking at the overall team stats, we can see most goals, we get 98, nearly 30 more than Villarreal. Second most shots, 637. Fewest shots conceded, we are sitting in third. Most possession, we're actually not in the top part here. Best pass completion, we're not up here. Tackles won, we're not here. Dribbles made, 783. Fewest conceded, as we saw, 25, and we kept 23 clean sheets across the season. In terms of the player stats, we'll take a look. Most goals was actually Joselu with 22 goals for the club. Valverde and Bellingham each with 12. In terms of the assists, we've got Jude Bellingham up there with 11. Most shots, we have Jude Bellingham with 83. Vinicius Jr. and Camavinga both there with 74 and 69 respectively. Player of the Match awards, we have Vinicius Jr. in third with 6 and Federico Valverde with 5. Most key passes, we've got Toni Kroos here with 84, Jude Bellingham in 8th, 68. Best pass completion, we've got Andre Lunin at the back with 98%. Dribbles made, we have Ferland Mendy with 103 down in 8th place. Most tackles won, we don't have anybody here. Most clean sheets, Lunin kept 19 clean sheets in the season and only conceded 20 goals. So as we've seen, this is phenomenal at the back. And now we'll go and take a look at the player stats for our team. As you can see, also 31 goals in all competitions, never expect to get that many. You get Valverde with 18, Bellingham with 15, Rodrigo with 15, Vinicius Jr. with 12, and even Camavinga chipping in with 11 goals. In terms of the highest assist numbers, we can see Rodrigo's got 17, Bellingham with 15, Kroos with 13, and Camavinga with 10. Jumping over to the data hub, we will see in terms of the overall stats, 2.58 goals per game from expected 2.09. We've only conceded 0.66 goals per game from expected 0.89. Shots per game just under the 17, shots on target ratio 44.9, pass completion just above 87%, tackles won 74.68%. Further attacking stats here, we can see we have dribbles per game 20.61, cross completion just above 15%, fouls against per game 13.47. Defensively, we can see we've kept 23 clean sheets, tackles on 74.68, opposition passes per defensive action just under the 5. Possession won 3,459 times, and final third passes against 46.92, with fouls made being just under the 12. Looking at the overall team performance here, we can see we're expected to get 88.9 goals, we scored 98, we're expected to get 79.6 points, we got 87, we're expected first, we finished first. So as you can see, with the first team in this tactic, we've won a quadruple, and we have won things convincingly, with Joselu being the top goal scorer, which is a massive thing to see. Now jump in and have a look at Plymouth Argyle and see how this does with a team predicted to finish in the lower reaches of the Championship. So far, Plymouth Argyle, unfortunately, not got in the first round of the Carabao Cup to Southampton, lost in the third round of the FA Cup to Wigan Athletic, but as we can see, we have won the playoffs in the Sky Bet Championship. Take a look at the full table and we will see we have managed to finish in 5th place, winning 22 games, drawing 13, losing 11, scoring 86 goals, letting in 56, goal difference to 30, to finish on 79 points. So some way off getting automatic promotion, but getting into the playoffs and winning the playoffs is phenomenal. So in the semi-finals, we beat Southampton 4-1 over 2 legs, and then in the final at Wembley, we beat Ipswich 2-1. Looking now at the team overall stats, we'll just take a quick look. Most goals are sent in third with 92, fewest shots against, we're not up here, shots for, second most shots 651, base pass completion, we're not on the list, possession wise, we're not on the list, dribbles, sitting in 6th place with 775, most tackles won, we're sitting in 5th with just 1,089, clean sheets wise, we're not up there, and in terms of fewest conceded, we're actually 7th with 58. Player stats now, we'll take a look and we can see Ryan Hartley there, joint 5th with 21 goals, most assists, we've not got anybody there. Player of the match, we've got Callum Wright with 7, most shots was Morgan Whittaker with 110 in the league. Most key passes, we have 3 players up in the top numbers, we've got Adam Forshaw with 90, Adam Randall with 79 and Callum Wright with 72. Base pass completion, we've not got anybody there. Most dribbles per game, nobody's on that list. Most tackles won, nobody there. neither in the clean sheets or least conceded either. Take a look at the team stats. We'll take a look and we can see Ryan Hardy scored 22 goals to go with 1 assist this season. Warren Whittaker scored 17 goals and got 11 assists, and Callum Wright scored 12 goals to go along with his 9 assists. Other assisting numbers here, we can see players like Ballymumba up there with 7 and Joel Edwards with 6 as well. Diving into the data hub, we'll see we scored 1.88 goals per game from each side of 1.61, conceded 1.18, slightly more than we were expected to, but nothing massive to worry about. Shots per game 13.29, shots on target just over the 42%, pass completion 86.79, tackles 175.78. Other attacking numbers that we like to see: shots per game 15.82, pass completion as we saw 86.79, cross completion 13.17, fouls against per game just over the 11. Defensively, we can see we kept 13 clean sheets, opposition passes per defensive action 4.74, possession won 4,689 times, fouls made per game just over the 10, and the final third passes again 64.8. In terms of the team performance, we were expected to score 83.5 goals, we scored 92. We were expected to get 80.9 points, we actually get 79. We're actually expected to finish second, but we finished down in 5th. With the points, we were only like 1-2 points below, but we saw they were like 13 points ahead of us or something, so I'm not quite sure how they were expected to finish second. But there we have it. We've been promoted with Plymouth Argyle, so you can see this tactic has done well with a team that are an underdog in their league. Lastly, we'll go and take a look at how it's done over in Serie A with Lazio, and then we'll get right into how the tactic actually works. And last up, as we can see, we have won a treble and finished in 4th in Serie A with Lazio. So we have won the EA Sports Super Cup, beaten Napoli on penalties, we have won the Coppa Italia, beating Inter Milan 1-0, and we have won the Europa League, as you can see here, winning 3-2 against Liverpool. We finished third in our Champions League group. We beat Sevilla and Newcastle, drew with Dortmund and Sevilla, and lost to Newcastle and Dortmund. But as you can see, it was a group of death. Dortmund, Sevilla, Lazio, Newcastle. You could have just picked names out of a hat for who would go out from there. In the league, we'll take a look at the full league table. We can see we have won 21 games, drawn 10, lost 7. We scored 61 goals, so not scored as many as some of the other teams, but we've only conceded 31 to finish with 73 points. And as you can see, it was very tight here. So Milan were on 74, we were on 73, Torino had 72, and then you had Juventus on 69 and Fiorentina on 68, so it was very, very tight there, but we've managed to creep into 4th, qualify for the Champions League through the league placings. In terms of the team stats, we'll look at most goals, we're sitting in 6th, most shots for, we're actually second with 518, fewest shots against, we're sitting in 7th, possession-wise, not on the list as we saw with both Real Madrid and Plymouth. In terms of pass completion, we're not up here. Tackles won, we're not on the list. Dribbles made, we're second with 689, fewest conceded, we're second, only behind Atalanta. We only conceded 31 goals and we kept 16 clean sheets this season. Player stat wise, we'll take a look and we can see in terms of goals, Ciro Immobile there with 16 in 8th place. In terms of the assist numbers, we've got Pedro with 9. Most shots, we've not got anybody in the list. Player of the matches, we've got Pedro down in 8th with 6 player of the matches this season. Best pass completion, the goalkeeper there with 96%. Most key passes were not there. Most tackles won, nobody there. Dribbles made, nobody there. Fewest conceded, we have Providel there with 29 to be the 6th fewest goals conceded, and in terms of clean sheets, he was second in the league with 16. Look at the player stats. We will see Ciro Immobile 25 goals in all competitions, Vecino with 13, Guendouzi with 11, and Zaccagni with 11. In terms of the overall assist numbers, Luis Alberto with 16, Felipe Anderson with 13, Pedro with 11, and Guendouzi with 10. So overall, a very good team structure, a lot of players chipping in with goals and assists. Looking at the data hub, we'll see we've scored 1.61 goals per game from 1.60, so pretty much bang on the money there. We conceded 0.82 goals per game, we're conceded 0.91, so we've done slightly better there. Shots per game 13.63, shots on target 40.93, pass completion 87.27, and tackles won just over the 75%. Attacking numbers, as we've seen, shots per game 30.63, shots on target just under 41%, dribbles per game 18.13, cross completion 11.84, maybe one that's be a wee bit higher, and fouls against 30.71, and pass completion 87.27. Now to the defensive numbers, we saw conceded and expected to see we kept 16 clean sheets, 75% of tackles won, opposition pass per defensive action 5.02, with 1 possession back 3,433 times, and final third passes against per game 56.03. So in terms of the team performance in the league, we're expected to score 67 goals. We only scored 61, so not great there. We pretty much got near enough bang on the expected points, and again, we're expected to finish second, just like with Plymouth, but we finished fourth. But overall, another very good season. A treble with Lazio and Champions League qualification through the league, finishing fourth, so an absolutely unbelievable season. We'll now dive right in and we'll show you exactly how this tactic works and how it plays. So Sven-Göran Eriksson's tactic at Lazio was always known as being the 4-1-4-1, which was the cornerstone to all of this success. The most important player roles in this were the defensive midfielder, the two wingers, and the lone striker. We'll quickly run through the team. As you can see, we've got a goalkeeper on defend, no other instructions. We've got the wing back on support, we've got him running wide with the ball, closing down more often. We have the ball playing defender with tackle harder, the secondary ball playing defender also with tackle harder, wing back again, run wide with the ball, close down more often. The defensive midfielder, just set to standard, no additional instructions there. The winger on the right hand side, again just set to standard, nothing additional there, he's got enough player instructions for us. Box to box midfielder, just the standard roam from position. The advanced playmaker and support, we do have it set to pass it shorter, which keeps the ball nice and tight in the middle of the pitch. And the inverted winger attack, we've added in take more risks, shoot more often, and roam from position. And then we have the centre forward, or the complete forward, in that we have shoot less often. We don't want him just shooting from anywhere, we want him to wait until he's got a golden opportunity to score that goal. Looking at the team instructions now, we will see we're going with a positive mentality. In possession, we are going with the overlap down the both left and right. We have the slightly more direct passing at a higher tempo. We have hitting early crosses, and we've got run at defence. In the transition, we are regrouping. We're not going to be counter-pressing, we're not going to be pressing high, we're going to be regrouping. The midfield are going to regroup, hold their shape without having hold shape on. We're going to have counter. We are going to counter when we've got the ball, and we're going to distribute the ball to the centre backs. In terms of out of possession, we have the higher defensive line, we've got mid-block for the line of engagement, and we have get stuck in. So there we have it, that is the Sven-Göran Eriksson Lazio 4-1-4-1 that brought so much success to that Lazio team in the late 90s, early 2000s. If you have any other tactic that you would like to see me try out, please just leave a comment down below, like the video, and as always, share and subscribe, and I will see you next time.